guys, what's up? This is Emmaleighkate, and you guys have been asking for me to post more Call of Duty gameplay. So today, here you guys have it. This is actually a League Play game from a while ago that I played against Killa, Saints, and I believe iBad. So I wanted to start out by talking about GFinity 2, which happened this past weekend in London, where team has actually competed for a total prize pool of $70,000. Now, that's a lot more than what we're used to seeing besides like a Call of Duty XP or, Call of Duty Championship. So that was pretty cool. If you guys aren't familiar with GFinity, it is an entirely European run event. So it is invite only. It's not something you can buy a team pass for or anything like that. As you guys are watching this gameplay, you can see like we start off by getting the dick. So I'm going to stem away from talking for a little bit. It does pick up, so I promise, just stick with it. Now, GFinity 2, or better known as G2, I'm not going to say that every single time, did have 16 of the best Call of Duty teams all around the world with 3 constant streams, so that was pretty badass. I was happy to see that GFinity made the decision to actually team up with MLG, finally. The MLG streamed the event. Now, I'm hoping that that starts to bridge some of the divides between the European and North American competitive Call of Duty scene, but you never know. One thing that was super frustrating from a spectator point of view was that, I'm not going to mention any names because I'm not for sure, but somebody in the Call of Duty community that's pretty known, I guess, was DDoSing the stream. So that made it really hard to watch. It was constantly down. But hopefully MLG and GFinity learned from their mistakes and are making the necessary changes for next event, like learning how to change their IP. That would have been smart. But I would like to congratulate Team Complexity for taking the first place prize, which was 30 grand. That's a pretty nice paycheck. They put on an awesome show, even though it was in and out against Epsilon. They were actually down 2 maps, and they came back to win the final 3. So that was pretty badass. Complexity is a super strong team. I always look forward to watching them every event. Now, second place was, of course, Epsilon. They took home like 15K. Third place was TK, who I actually had to win it all. Fourth place was Envious. Props to them, playing with Merc with their new roster. They took home 5K. And I believe places 5 through 8, I think it was, they took home like 2,500 each. So that was pretty cool. I also had Unite and Optic in my top 3, of course. I was a little upset to see Optic out the first day, but you never know. MLG Orlando is coming up this weekend as well, so hopefully they'll get their shit together and take it home there. Unite was also my top 3. They were out as well. So that's enough about GFinity 2. On to the good stuff with this coming weekend. I'd actually like to talk about a company that is near and dear to my heart, of course. And although I haven't been with UMG since the event, the UMG Chicago 20K this past December, I absolutely love Jeff and I want them to succeed. And I'm just hoping this event is a little bit more organized than their past ones. I know that they've had some issues with streaming and sounds and listen-ins, but I'm really looking forward to this event and see, what else they can change to make it better. Now, this event this coming weekend is the UMG Championship for Black Ops 2. There will be no Black Ops 2 events after this one, because of course, Ghost comes out in like 2 weeks, a little bit less than 3. Now, the championship is this coming weekend, the 18th through the 20th. It's actually 3 days of gameplay, so I'm super stoked to watch that. They're not trying to cram so much in, in a small period of time. But again, it is for $20,000, and it's actually held at a really cool venue. It's not a LAN center. It's held at the Great Wolf Lodge, I think it's called, in Grapevine, Texas. So, I don't know. The rooms in there were pretty sweet. I do wish I was going, but unfortunately, I will not be attending. Now, tournament play begins on Friday, I think it is, at 5 p.m. Central Time. And then both Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. per usual. That's how all the UMG events have pretty much run. I believe they actually have 100 teams, or around 100 teams so far. So that was pretty badass. It's a lot more than they've actually been dealing with at previous events. They are going to be missing the top 4, not top 4, but, 4 of the biggest names in Call of Duty. I believe it's Complexity, Optic Gaming, FaZe, and Unite will not be there. They will be competing at MLG Orlando Invitational, but we'll get to that in another video. There will be some familiar faces there, though. Envious, TK, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, because I don't really say it all the time, but like Hit'em, or HITM. Either way, it's Bombhor, Dream Crazy. I am rooting for those girls. They're freaking badass. I love to see Dream shit on guys. She pisses everybody off. Different level. But there are There's a lot more familiar teams going there, so tons of Call of Duty action this weekend. I'm super stoked to watch. Now, a few days ago, UMG did announce their seeds for the upcoming tournament, and it's kind of always been an issue with UMG as to how they've seeded, whether it have been from past events based on an Icons tournament or MLG or whatever the case may be. But they've actually stuck it out this time, and they've done it through past events. So if you competed at past events, please be sure to double check that you guys are seeded correctly. But I will link that in the description for you so you guys do know the seeds of whatever team that you may be looking for. One thing that was definitely different about this UMG event compared to last was the fact that all other previous UMG events, you've been able to purchase team passes at the door. This event, no bueno. They did extend, I believe they capped it at 64 originally. They extended their pass sales online. So whatever there was online is gone. So if you guys are still looking to compete, I think you guys can check out Twitter. I know the UMG events Twitter is always retweeting people looking to sell their pass. I know a couple teams accidentally had one or two more than they were supposed to. So if you guys are looking for a pass, be sure to follow. I will put UMG's Twitter in the description as well, so you guys can check that out. And as far as spectators, still the same. They sold them online, but you know, I see Jeff tweeting all the time that I think there are a limited number available at the venue. And UMG events are always slam-packed for spectators. Now, it may not be as cool as an MLG event because there's not, I guess, as many things to do, but it's still awesome to watch your favorite teams compete and go out and show your support for all of them. So please be sure if you're in the area or if you're heading on out that you pick up your spectator pass at the door. You will not regret it, I promise you. If you guys are attending and wondering, or what the hell you're supposed to bring, it's the same old deal. You need to bring your headset, mix amp, all your connecting cables, a wired controller as wireless is not allowed, scuffs of course are allowed, and lastly your disc. Do not forget those. Now listen to me closely here, ladies and gentlemen, as this is a huge issue with any LAN event you can attend, whether it be MLG, EGL, not so much GFinity because it's not really public, but especially the smaller ones like UMG. Things get stolen. It's inevitable. So put your name on everything. Don't let people borrow your things unless you know them or you're friends with them. And don't leave your shit all over the place. Jeff and his staff do their absolute best at events to keep track of everyone's stuff. But with that many people, it's next to impossible. I know that was super frustrating for me, seeing people lose, a $250 headset and you're stuck. You can't do anything. So save yourself the hassle and keep an eye on all of your things. Please, please, please. Now, lastly, as far as stream goes for UMG, I'll be sure to link it in the description as well so you can catch all of the action this weekend. Keep an eye on their Twitter as well as Esports Nation if you guys follow them. They do phenomenal event coverage. They make a stream or a hub for stream news. You can chat in there. They cover so much. So be sure to follow them and UMG Gaming as well, and keep your eye out for both of those. I believe they also update scores and maps. So if you guys can't watch the stream for whatever reason or it's not available on mobile, like I said, go to their Twitters. You have my demands. Do it. But that is all I have for you guys today about GFinity 2 and the UMG Championship happening this weekend, October 18th through the 20th in Dallas, Texas. I will be putting out another video tomorrow, I believe, about the MLG Invitational happening this weekend as well in Orlando, involving Optic Gaming. Woo! Let's hope they can take first place. Be sure to like, comment, fave, sub, all of those amazing things that I absolutely love that you guys do. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play League play. I know I don't use stock. You guys are probably like, why? But it makes me sick. I can't do it. It makes my screen move too fast. So we pulled out the W. That is all. And this is exactly why I don't play Call of Duty, because anyone can win. But until next time, I am Emmaleighkate. Thanks for watching.